Yeah, I think one of the common things which you hear from a lot of solo parents or parents that sort of like maybe like you may hear about them in the newspaper or you might hear about them on like sort of TV. They'll say, like I'm on the like unemployment benefit, or like I'm working in a job and I'm just like struggling to get by, and I don't have time to sort of go and chase after my dreams. Like, how did you avoid falling into that sort of little cycle where, because that's a very like thing that happens very often, where people will say that. How did you sort of avoid that, and what advice would you have for parents that might be in that situation, that are wanting to go and start their own businesses and pursue like big dreams?
Yeah, man, great question. Like, I've had the same Facebook banner for 10 plus years. It just says, there's plenty of time, get shit done. Because there always is time. I hear people complain about that all the time. But like if you've got enough time to go on Facebook, you've got enough time to build a business. Just you'd be amazed at what you can achieve in an hour a day of upskilling. Like most people, they want to sleep more than they want to achieve or succeed. Like they would rather sleep in or go to bed early. But if you want it bad enough, you'll find 3 or 4 hours a day to get some stuff happening, and that's all you need. You just got to make the time for the most important things, and also achieving balance within that. You can't sacrifice the important stuff like time with the kids and all that sort of things. But if you structure it and just don't waste a minute, then you actually can. It sounds so cliche, but it's really how it is. Just try and cram as much as you possibly can, into that 18 hours per day that you've got. You only need to sleep for 6. Spend the rest hustling or achieving or just doing stuff. And I guess to answer your question, there's plenty of time. Just make it happen and prioritize really, and just have clear goals. Like I'm a huge fan of the whole, affirmations and all that sort of stuff. Like I got a bloody vision board and all this. Like, I mean, everyone thinks it's this woo-woo magic stuff, but it actually works. And there's nothing magic or woo-woo about it. It's just a matter of having clarity in what you want. And that's all your affirmations do, is they sort of remind you every single day when you repeat it to yourself, what you're about and what your goals are, so that if at any point throughout your 18 hours of awakeness, you start to do something that deviates from your goals, you can identify it straight away. You can just be like, nope, that's not in alignment with what I'm trying to achieve. And same goes if you end up doing something that's in alignment with what you're trying to achieve, then you identify it straight away. There's this really cool thing. I don't know if you're aware of the reticular activation system, RAS.
I've heard of that, yeah.
All it really is the bit of your brain that identifies stuff that you're thinking about. It's like if you're looking at, getting a new car, you want to buy a Ford Ranger, and then all of a sudden you see Ford Rangers everywhere. You just start noticing it. Same goes like if I'm a musician, I love playing the guitar. I could be walking along and walk past an op shop and see an amazing like Fender Stratocaster from the 70s, and I'd be like, oh my god, that's amazing. Whereas every other person would just walk past and be like, oh, it's a guitar, it's probably cheap because it's in an op shop. RAS, you just notice things. And I think that's all that affirmations and things do. It's like you're telling yourself a certain thing so that you can identify it when the opportunity is presented at a certain point.